So this is the next day. I undid all the wrapping, electrical tape wrapping on this harness. This is the harness for the chair, I mean the seat, and these are my cables. Also, I asked around what are these two plugs for, and they say it's for the ESP system for some gyroscopic sensors left and right, because they came out somewhere around here and they were placed something like that, but they weren't in use. So I presume there might be there, no idea, somewhere around here. Two sensors mounted, I guess, or somewhere around there, but that's not the point. I undid all the wiring harnesses. Here I have my pair of wires going to the right side of the car. Here I have my pair of wires going to the left side of the car, and I thought I'm going to like split these wires together or something like that, solder them together around here, because that way I'm not wasting that much wire, and the current passing through this whole circuit is like 60, maximum 60 milliamps this way, and through this 120, because maximum there will be 3 and 3 LEDs, like 3 for that one and 3 for this one. Yeah, be right back after I solder them together. Just before I solder them together, I want to show you something. If you can see, if this will focus, please. So I wrapped around, it's a pretty standard soldering technique when you wrap the wires around. After that you add solder, and the other thing is they aren't one next to the other. Like if I have them pulled out, they will sit something like this, and this minimizes the probability of short circuiting in case of like the insulating tape gets damaged or something like that. So this is where we are at. Nothing too special. Wires going that way, wires coming this way. They split here, and that's it. I will be back after I rewrap the whole wiring harness and I got it back to like the stock look. So what do you guys think? Can I go to work for Ford as the cable technician? Pretty good, don't you think? Unfortunately, over here I can't really do the electrical tape well enough, so I also added a zip tie just in case. But this three-way split thingy says pretty good. Worst case I can add more tape around it, but I don't think I need to. And here are the cables coming out for the lateral side. What the fuck is this? Side airbag heat sensor module Bosch thingy. That thing. So this is what we're at. Pretty stock looking, except my two wires coming out of it, and stock looking wiring harness. I'm gonna plug this thing back. Everything here, the side airbag crash sensor thing is back in place. These two are I mean, I tape them up in a way so they don't touch or rattle. Maybe that one will. Whatever. And I'm going to put the carpet back now and see you after I progress a bit more. So that side is almost complete. I put down the carpet, and on this side I took this thingy off and I want to put it back on, but I see the zip tie is integrated into it. But I thought I might have another zip tie, a bit different size. Get there. Maybe I can feed it through that hole and keep the kind of a stock look. So that's that. Cable is held in place. I'm happy, car is happy, electrical system is hopefully happy. So now I am at this part, right over there. So what I thought, I'm going to use two colored cables for the positive 12, red for the back and blue for the front, and black for the negative ones. Now I'm going to solder that, and I also zip tied this cable holder thing because it wasn't holding the cable, so I had to zip tie it in place. And I also wrapped quite a lot of these cables, so I think I overdid the wrapping part, but it doesn't really matter. Well, maybe it will when I'm going to fuck around next time with the cabling, but hopefully I will not have to do that, because most of the things this car are pre-cabled. For example, that ESP sensor thingy. So this is where I got so far, and I'm out of black electrical tape. All I've got is white, unless I can find another black one in my toolbox. But I will have to continue, because I soldered the blue and red that I was talking about. Solder them, black also, and here they are. So this is where I am now. Put the fuse box back in place, put the cables behind these insulation things. Here I have the OBD port, and here I have my socket with the LED. Now what I need to do is probably take this off so I can bring some wires there, and I will see from there what I will do. I also will pull a pair of wires to add some kind of lighting for this glove box. So this is where I am at this moment. The idea is rather simple. 3 cables, 1 ground, or good question what the hell that is, 1 for the footwell lighting, and 1 always on that is going to have a switch somewhere. Anyway, somewhere around there or here, poking through. And when the switch is closed, no lights on, and when it's out or poking out, that means the glove box is open and it will have light. So I will mount a socket somewhere there, I'm not sure. And I might take, actually that's a good question, where the hell can I take a ground from the chassis somewhere? Might poke it onto a screw somewhere over there. Anyway, moving on. Okay, next step, I made a small hole through there because there was already a hole through a metal part. Let's see, or whatever. So there already was a hole through that metal part, and I just fed the cables through. I will mount the bolt holder somewhere there. Okay, I did split off these, so the white here will be the ground and the green will be the accessory on, something like that, for my glove box lighting. And just fed the cables through and they came out this way. About the white wire, I grounded it to the frame right over there because there is a screw or bolt, and after that I zip tied this loom a few times. And I think I will zip tie it a few more times, but yeah, let me continue. I found this piece in there. How? Please fucking explain me. How the fuck did this piece get in there? This was the previous owner, I'm sure. Mr. Germany did something interesting. So here I am. I made all 4 connections for the footwell, I think. I didn't do anything for the glove box lighting, and I still have the wire over there. I just made the wiring, and I think I will return to that later. And I did put the center console back, the plastic for that pillar, and now I'm working over there. Woo. So I'm pretty much done. There's one dangling because I didn't figure out where the hell to zip tie it. There's the other one, and let me get onto the rear. There is another one, and same but mirrored on the other side, and I reassembled the whole car. Now I only need to connect the battery, and let's see what it does. And it works! Fucking incredible! All 4 of them. Did have to turn some LEDs around, but they work. Can you imagine that? Oh, magnificent. Sexy. But this color sucks, that's for sure. I will have to excuse me, I will have to redo the LEDs and make them bright white, because that's a much nicer color, and it will look kind of like the halogen bulbs already around the car. but for now it will stay blue. But yeah, and I think I'm going to insert the outro here. Okay then, thanks very much for watching, please consider subscribing. If you found this video helpful, you can leave a like, only if you want. In case you have any questions regarding this project, feel free to leave a comment and I will try to get back to you as fast as I can. See you in the next video, and for free, out.